Hi. Today in the Ethics and Social Responsibility class, my lecture topic is Ethics and Social Responsibility in Marketing. I'm going to divide this topic into two lectures, and let's start with the first one. So, what is our social responsibility and ethics in marketing? Let's define first that what is marketing. According to American Marketing Association definition of marketing, I have selected this definition because it gives us some idea, and also you will see that marketing is activity set of institutions and process for creating, communicating, delivering and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners and society at large. So I highlighted the society at large. So we are talking about here the social responsibility of marketers towards society at large. So we will see that in the remaining part of this lecture that what it is and how we have to behave responsible toward society at large. So let's go have a definition again. So what we are doing basically, we are creating and communicating and delivering and exchanging the offer, because people give us money and we give them the value to that for so they can use, and it includes a lot of product. So let's see what is ethics and social responsibility in marketing. Though the pursuit of social responsibility and ethical marketing does not automatically translate into increased profit, but it is still the responsibility of the businesses to ensure it is responsible for their actions and impact on the society. A lot of people say that social responsibility or ethics cannot be converted into money or profit, like we have discussed in the previous lectures in the class. But in my opinion, even social responsibility and following ethics also improve your bottom line, your profit. So, and I think we have only few chapters or few lectures about that how we convert our social responsibility into money as well. Due to creating goodwill and having better quality product, having better customer service, having looking for the environment, so people will influence by our behavior and buy our product more. So it is still, but again, some people don't think that it is automatically translate into increased profit, but still it is responsibility of businesses to ensure it is responsible for their actions and their impact on the society. So I am the believer of that. If you are socially responsible and you are following the ethics, your business will grow. So good business is the better business. That is the slogan. So good business is the better business. And I have, explained to you many times, people who are, good in the business, they are giving you quality, they treat you honestly. So you go to those places and buy those goods, or you buy those goods which you think they have a quality and they have a better value. So after discussing a little bit about marketing and social responsibility connection, let's see contents of ethics in the marketing. So understanding business ethics and socially responsible marketing. So we are developing and implementing a socially responsible marketing plan. So number one, it is our understanding of business ethics and responsibility. So what actually they are, so we have to look into that actually what they are. So understanding business ethics and socially responsible marketing. So there is a marketing, and then plus what is socially responsible marketing, then developing and implementing a socially responsible marketing plan. So after having the understanding of a socially responsible marketing understanding, we try to make a marketing plan, or we incorporate that principles into our marketing plan. So later on we will see that what is marketing plan is, and how we incorporate our social responsible activities into it. Then main aspects of socially responsible marketing. So we have to discuss the main principle of a social responsible marketing activities. Then number fourth is characteristics of socially responsible marketing. So what are the characteristics of a socially responsible marketing? Main aspects, then characteristics. First of all is understanding, then making a plan, then understanding the main aspects, then characteristics, and then next step, we, like I talk initially and before this starting these contents of ethics in marketing, that benefit of integrating ethics into marketing strategy. So what are the benefits? When we talk about benefits are, for business, benefits are what is their profit, their sale, their more market share, their longevity, their sustainability, and they are staying business for the longer time. So these are all the benefits. When we talk about the business benefit, these are the business benefit. Then the next we will see the ethical issues faced in marketing. So what kind of ethical issues we are facing in the marketing? So ethical issue we have already discussed, and we defined ethical issues are what. Ethical issues mean when we have more than one opinion about any issue, and the both could be right. Then last but not least, we will talk about summary of unethical marketing practices that ruin the company. So if we are not following the principles of ethics, then it might destroy or ruin, or we become bankrupt. So these are the about 7 different contents of ethics in marketing. So I will discuss one by one, like I already explained to you. We will go into like 2 parts. First part will be like half of your lecture, and the second part will be your the rest of the lecture. So let's start with the first one. So understanding business ethics and social responsibility in the marketing. So let's see what we have in that. Okay. So to be socially responsible is when the organization is concerned about. So the word is concern. A lot of people of us, we even don't concern about things. Concern mean we take care, we give the considerations, we think about things. So that is our concern. We worry about things. About what? About people, about society and environment. So there are 3 main things we should be concerned when you are doing the marketing: in people, then society, and then environment. So there are 3 things: people, society, and environment. And I know you all know what these 3 terminologies are. So people mean we all, human beings. Then society, that our interaction when we are living together, and environment is our external environment, our internal environment. It is a ecosystem in which we are living, and it includes everything: our air, our places, our plants, everything which our everything in which things environment we live in. Some things are tangible or some things are not tangible. So what are the 3 things very important we should concern about that when we are doing all the activities? Are people, society, environment with whom and where it conducts the business. So the environment where we are working is very important. The people with whom we are working, and the society in which we are living or in which we are working. This is the broad concern of an marketing activities. Then in the most basic form, socially responsible marketing is taking moral action that encourage a positive impact on all company stakeholder. So all these action we should take which having a positive impact. So what is positive impact is? Positive impact is when those actions which have a positive, a plus and happy and pleasant impact on all the stakeholder basically. So who are the stakeholder of the company or in a business or in our marketing things is employees. Of course we employees are part of the people basically. If we think people, then community is part of our society, and then consumer is also part of people, and and the shareholders are also part of the people and the society. So basically this part is which is directly related with our action is our employees, the community in which we are working, and our consumers who are using our consumer and customers. What is the difference between consumer and customers? Customer could be consumer and consumer couldn't be customers. Maybe you buy someone else, people who are different people buying and you are consuming. For example, your mother is buying fruit for you, but actually you are eating. So she's the customer and you are the consumer. So this is the difference between consumer and customers. And then shareholders who have invested the money in that business. So you cannot you have to make a plan. You cannot ignore any of these stakeholder in the business, because you have to keep all of them happy and on a pleasant mood. Otherwise your business will be going to ruin. So if your employees are not happy, if you are unethical with them, maybe they will be not. If you are unethical with the behavior with the community, same thing. If you are unethical with the consumer and customers, same thing. And if you are unethical but you have unethical with the shareholders, how you can be unethical? Because maybe you are not utilizing their investment money properly when you are working as employee. So these are between employees and employers, employees and community, employers, shareholders, and so these are like interaction among all these stakeholders. So when all these interaction or actions are ethical sound, so it means we are socially responsible. The main responsibility of marketer in this aspect is to package and communicate the organization decision that will impact the various communities with which they interact. So this is our social responsibility, like I explained you before. So all action should be in such a way that their impact should be a positive with all we are dealing directly. See, sometimes we are interacting directly or indirectly. Some of our action influence with people we are directly, and sometimes there are a lot of other people with whom we are thinking that we are not dealing, but they could be heard or they could be influenced by our action. For example, if our factory is there and we are throwing water outside the road, so maybe those people who are moving on the roads are not directly related, we are not interacting, but they are getting influenced, and that is part of our community. So consumer have the right and power to decide which company succeed or fail. So it is very important that we take care of our consumers, because those are the people whose decisions of buying or not buying impact our business success or failure. So marketers have a major responsibility to ensure their practices as seen philanthropic without being phony. So we should be consumers, and all these stakeholder or these especially people, society, environment should think that we are contributing something to the environment, and it should seen as not like phony mean fake. So we should be doing things which are not fake. So it should be real, philanthropic. We have already, these are the last stage or the last the highest level of social responsibility, as we have already studied in the social responsibility model. Then next slide is our next topic is ethical marketing in journal. So what is in journal thing is ethical marketing is a philosophy. Basically ethics is also part of philosophy. So some companies are have a philosophy which should be ethical. Ethical means we will not doing anything which is unethical. So that is called philosophy, or we will do all our action will become under the framework of ethics. And we know there are a lot of different theories about ethics. So it is very important that it is the mindset or the culture of that organization that will be dictate the your behavior inside and outside the organization. So what are the three pillars of ethical marketing philosophy? Honesty, fairness, and responsibility. So we should be honest, we should be fair, and we should be responsible. So wrong and right are objectives. I'm sorry, subjective. A general set of guidelines can be put in place to ensure that company's intent is to broadcast it and achieved. So as we know, these are these things, like this is their definition of ethics, that it could be right or wrong. It is very subjective. For some time for some situation they are right, and in some situation they may be not right. So it should be a general guideline. There should be a general set of guideline can put in place to ensure the company's intent is very important. That we have studied the ethical theories in which that we have already studied that ethics is your intention. If your intentions are good, you think you are ethical. If you don't want to harm anyone and someone got harmed due to your action, that is not your that may be not unethical. So principle of this practice include a shared standard of truth in marketing communication. So shared standard mean what is truth? We should know what is truth, and we all the people in the marketing department or communication should be on the same page. There should be a clear distinction between advertising and sensationalism. So advertising mean we should stay with the principle of advertising. We not create sensation, and sensationalism mean we don't create so much hype which is not true, or which is creating problem later on for our consumer and as well as us, for also for the society. So endorsement should be clear and transparent. So when we are endorsing something, when we are saying something good or not good, it should be very clear. There should be no confusion, no ambiguity, and it should be transparent. Don't cheat people by putting things in the words and then which has not clear meanings. So it is very important. Then consumer privacy should be maintained at all the times. It is very important because there is a lot of data of consumer or your customer you have. So don't don't give to other companies, or don't misuse them. It is happening, and so it is unethical when you are giving. For this reason, sometime when we fill some information, it is written on the bottom that we will keep it, or we will give this information to our sister companies as well. Sister companies mean we can sell it. So government standards and regulation must be adhered and practiced by the marketer. So there are like 4 or 5 things. Truth, there should be no sensationalism. This advertisement should be clear, communication should be clear, transparent, and consumer privacy should be protected and maintained. And then all the government rules and regulations should be followed. The next is developing and implementing a socially responsible market plan. So all these things we have studied in understanding, we have to build in that thing. So developing and implementing a socially responsible marketing plan. 5 simple steps every marketer can take to create a sustainable, socially responsible market. So these are like they mention like 5 principles or 5 simple steps that you can incorporate in your marketing plan and to sustain it socially responsibility marketing plan. Sustain mean you can continue working on that. Number 1, define what is ethical marketing for your firm. So you have to give a clear definition which is right, what things are right, what things are wrong, do's and do nots. So you have to have a clear code of conduct in the marketing, and there is for your all marketers, there's a code of conduct that you can do this and you cannot do this. You cannot lie to your customers, or you can do this, you cannot cheat them. So these are kind of different principle you have to keep that, and this is called code of conduct in the marketing. So then number 2 is decide which branch of ethics Descriptive, normative, meta are applied, your marketer will apply. I know you already know these branches of ethics, and we have studied this. So descriptive, normative, or meta and implied. And next is determine how the ethical approaches, we already studied that this utilitarianism, rights, fairness or justice, common good or virtue. So these are all things, you have to adopt that, or the combination of these all things you have adopt that. So first is define what is ethical marketing, then which branch of ethics you will be subscribing, and next is which ethical approach you are going to adopt. Then discuss the area of firm's operation that ethical marketing will be included as a part of program. So you have to put that some like philanthropic, I talk about giving service, giving X quality, be patient, these kind of things you have in your firm's operation. Analyze and assess how much ethical marketing will cost the company and compare this against the benefit of ethical marketing in the long term. So it's very important because most of the business, when I talk about, they are not a preacher, they are there to make the money. So it is very important that they should do the cost benefit analysis, that what they are spending in ethical. Basically I will tell that if you do work, so you are not spending a lot of money on implementing that thing, but maybe you are making more customer and more sales, because I am, like I explained you, I am the very, very pro ethics and social responsibility in the business.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press bell icon. Thank you.